these are unprecedented times, and while a lot of companies are, facing the brunt of the lockdown, Grofers has been, keeping the ball rolling. First of all, I want to ask you, how are you coping up with the nationwide lockdown? How is it impacting?
I think we're in a scenario where there isn't a right decision anymore. It has been a challenging 4 weeks. I'm not going to lie about that and say it's all been smooth sailing. There have been issues around, there were initial disruptions because of the lockdown and the interpretation of the lockdown by, certain local administrations in some parts of the country. So there was a disruption there, which kind of impacted operations. We haven't got back to 100% of our capacity. We're still operating at about 80% of our capacity. We're seeing a huge spike from from customers on orders. So we used to do about 1 lakh of orders a day. We are doing about 1.9 lakh orders a day now. So there is a significant surge in demand. From an operations perspective, we are still running at about 80%. So the team is just having to stretch itself that much extra. Since the lockdown, we've already serviced about 25 lakh orders. So everybody is having to do double the work just to make sure that we are able to service as many people as we can. So it is significantly challenging, but I think it's also a great opportunity for Grofers to be out there in the forefront, helping customers and consumers with their daily needs.
Also, has there any impact been on the deliveries workforce strength?
So on the supply chain side, like I said, we've, because of the whole lockdown scenario, there was shortage of labor. People weren't turning up or aren't turning up because of various reasons. Societal pressure, peer pressure, family pressure of not going into work. When the original lockdown happened, and we've been working meticulously to try and increase capacities, and we've been doing that. We've in fact hired about 2,500 people already. That's from other industries which were shut down. Demand continues the way it is. We'll probably be hiring another 4,500 in the next couple of weeks.
How are you coordinating with the local authorities or states for a smooth on-ground, for smooth on-ground operations?
Before the lockdown, we were operational in 27 cities. We're already back up in 24 cities. And in those cities, we are working with the local authorities very closely to ensure there is smooth functioning. So things like passes, for example, for our delivery teams, for our warehouse workers. We've started running buses to help our workers get to the warehouse, so permissions for that. So there's a lot of work that we are doing around the whole permissions piece with the local authorities. Besides that, we are also coordinating with them for certain relief efforts. So we're working with a couple of states around getting relief out in terms of helplines. People are calling in their grocery needs. And this is not a Grofers helpline where people call Grofers and we deliver orders as Grofers. This is for the state administration. We're working with them and we're trying to get necessities, essentials out to people in need. So that's the second area of coordination that we're doing. And last but not least is, of course, ensuring all our supplies are delivered on time. Working with them to ensure transportation is not hindered. Vehicles are coming into our warehouses, leaving our warehouses, our permissions are all granted. So those are a couple of areas that we're working very closely with the state governments. The response has been great.
Recently, there has been a case of a pizza delivery boy in Delhi who was tested positive of COVID. Any fall in the number of orders for Grofers, and probably some of your employees wanted to take leaves?
The supply chain tide is on the field. So they are right now in the field. They're delivering orders, warehouse workers, distribution points. So that whole team is in the field. No leaves there. Then there is the demand team, which is marketing, category management. Most of that team is working from home because we want people to be safe, and hence our advisory there is please work from home, not from office. So everybody is working from home. In fact, we are seeing an increase in productivity working from home. People have adapted well to the new way of working, and hence all the functions like inventory management, marketing, category management, merchandising, pricing, all of those functions, finance, HR, of course, all of them are working from home. So no leaves there. So no, we're not seeing people take leave or not wanting to work. As far as the that one particular instance was concerned, see, we are doing a lot of things within our organization to ensure safety of our customers as well as safety of our employees. So, for example, if you look at our warehouses, whenever somebody is walking in, thermal scanners, they need to sanitize their hands, then gloves, masks. Every 3 hours, we are disinfecting the warehouse. Everything's been cleaned. The trays are being washed after every use. So there is a lot of, hair nets are being used. So there's a lot of work that we are doing to ensure that people are following safety standards. Our delivery boys also, every time they're making a delivery, before and after, they're sanitizing their hands. They need to wear gloves. Masks, we are mandated to change them after a certain period of time.
Pay cut, furlough, or a retrenchment involved in the coming times?
Employees who are at the lower levels in terms of pay scales, we've insulated them. I think the bulk of the cuts have been taken by the senior management to ensure that people who need the money, for their daily essentials and for their bare needs, that money should be covered.
If you could throw some light on some of the collaborations or tie-ups that you've recently done.
Some of the tie-ups, for example, we started working with Zomato for deliveries. So we're working with them on limited assortments and deliveries. We're working with CarZoom. They're helping us with deliveries again. So I think, like I mentioned, ancillary industries which had shut down, which didn't have work for their labor, us hiring that labor. So I think there are a number of things that we're doing which are around partnership. But I would like to, go a little broader here because, like I said, innovation comes with adversity. So we've started a project around zero touch deliveries. We're working with over 1,000 resident welfare associations, RWAs, and we're now doing bulk deliveries there, which are zero touch deliveries. We've also got into trying to see if we can, get express deliveries to work, because I think one of the biggest issues right now customers are having is security. That I place the order, will the order come? So we're trying to do, immediate deliveries within the same day or the next day.
If you could just highlight some of the most significant learnings for your organization from this pandemic.
The first learning would be that always be close to your suppliers to ensure that in times of adversity, you're able to manage supplies well so that consumers don't get impacted. And I think we did that well. We've kind of planned well, and we've held our ground to ensure that supplies are coming in and customers are able to find things on grofers.com. That would be the first learning. The second learning is we work from home was really underrated. We always had this thought process to say that if you're not working in the office together as a team, then will productivity suffer? And I think we've been proven wrong. Customer behavior. Obviously, customers like to buy their preferred brands. But in times like this, where availability is an issue, customers we are seeing are very open to trying different brands, new brands.